Yeah. Okay, you need to do this. Other side.
It's because I ate rice.
Okay, you got it. I can't edit that out, so I had to make sure you got it.
Wild rice salad, bitch. Oh, yeah, like a taco in a can. And then you just open it like tuna. And instead of tuna, it's a whole taco in there.
Oh, my God.
But we'd have to keep the chips crispy, which would be hard with all the meat juices.
Oh, I love it. Hot, wet meat. Hello, everybody. And I don't like that cadence. I don't like that cadence.
Everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Not Well and Bobby.
I'm Jim.
I don't know why I'm singing, but we're here. Okay, you're lucky we're here because after Friday, we could have died. And by that, I mean...
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
I don't know that needs to be seen by the light of day.
We are going to show some clips potentially.
Good.
Or I might like tease our Patreon. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe if you pay us money, you can watch it. Period.
And there is nudity.
Last Friday, Not Well stepped into the studio fucking blasted. Here are some clips from that experience.
Wow. So
talk about my pizza.
put your Jeffrey Dahmer's dad glasses on. Is this how I die on a live stream?
Could you imagine if
You
this
just
was
eat
it?
me? Because he had,
I've marinated you for 4 years.
Oh, you really have. I've soaked in all the flavors. You want to eat me, baby?
You see that barrel over there? It's really a barrel. We're gonna throw you in it. Oh, fuck. Oh, good.
Oh, eat my whole.
Can you imagine if you? Why wouldn't you just go, let him?
Oh,
be
wow.
like,
I just imagined it. I would let Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, absolutely. He's
I would have
kind of
went
cute.
home. I would have went home with Jeffrey.
Like, I would have jerked him off in a van. Like,
Because the problem is we would be like,
one of those creepy vans.
We would be like feel bad for him because he's probably by himself and he's like, but he's still
Yes.
cute. So we'd be like, oh, are you okay?
and he's secretly gay.
And
so.
he's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just lonely. And then we're like, oh, come hang out with us. And then it's like a whole situation. That
Like
we
we're
would,
both at the picnic table in the schoolyard, and we're both like
Yep.
under there, just like I'm like, Bobby, get down on your
Jeff.
knees, Bobby.
oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeffrey.
Bobby. Yep. I think you could do it.
You just go, you just go along with it. You know what I mean? Like, eat this whole, eat my pussy.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
But when he gets out his little knife, you know
But
what
when
I'm
he's
saying?
really, when he really starts
You know what I'm
eating,
saying?
I'll be like,
Oh fuck!
I don't think I meant that.
Don't take that big of a bite.
Oh, God.
I already had some removed from my pilot idol.
Oh, God, that's like the worst. The worst.
The worst.
Now,
the odds of our partners surviving.
yeah, what is the odds of them surviving? Like, what? I mean,
Is Heather
honestly,
orchestrating it? We forgot she's down there.
She's probably just sitting there, like, on her phone. She's
Watch.
like, you left me just to go fucking record. And I'm like, I really just wanted her on the show, to be honest, because she's like,
That was perfect because she will say that.
yeah, she'll be like, oh, well,
You-
I guess
well, I guess I should go home.
Yeah, I guess I don't know why I'm here.
We don't either. Sorry.
No.
No, we're gonna have to edit. You're gonna have to edit. You're gonna have to edit with these titties around.
They're like thick
Oh my
right now.
goodness.
It's thick.
Oh,
and actually,
so puffy.
and like
I
this,
felt two
like
lumps.
this. There's something else I want to say, but I can't think of it.
There is nudity. I look really pale on the screen, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I look great. Everyone's
He
great.
looks pale and large today is what he's established.
I look like a beluga whale, if you will.
Oh, I love belugas.
Oh, they're the best. They're the best in the sea.
They're so smart.
They're so smart, and their brains are so
It's
big.
weird. They got that big
They're like,
bulging.
"Eh," you're like,
I got
oh.
a big brain.
Like, you are smart, honey.
Oh, you're really smart. And
Yeah, they are so fun though. Have you ever like been in front of one?
Yeah.
At the Atlanta Aquarium, they have
I can't
them.
remember which aquarium, but
Atlanta has them, and they like will follow your. They're like
Yeah, it's
very
weird.
smart. They're very
they're
smart.
like, you motherfuckers, are you the one trapping me in here?
They're
I'm gonna
like-
fucking kill you.
well, or they're like, you know what? I don't even have to try to eat. I can just get thrown fishies. So this is fine. I'm just gonna swim up and down.
Actually, there's nothing trying to hunt me here. Those
I'm not
killer
gonna
whales
die by a
aren't coming after
shake.
me.
Yeah, like it's fine. A shake, I almost said. A
I
shark.
won't, I won't dive out of a shake.
There's not gonna be a shake weight.
Now
this fly.
This fly.
We have a visitor. Oh, we have two
A
visitors.
visitor.
Why do we have two visitors in here? Why do we have two flies in here?
There are two.
I think-
One for each of us. Oh
Window.
God, there's two.
Okay, well, we're being
Wait.
attacked.
Now, have you emptied the trash in here?
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is just from the other day.
Yeah, it doesn't smell.
The other night.
The other day, there's like 30 cans in that.
When I'm making music,
Yeah.
babe.
It's from the other day.
Babe, when I'm in studio mode.
How many LaCroix does one person need?
Wow. Oh my God.
Speaking of shakes, I really want to try the Grimace shake, and I don't know if that's disgusting or not. But my stepson had it today and said it was like berry-ish, but it was good.
I can imagine it being like blueberry or like a raspberry.
Raspberry. It's purple.
Raspberry.
So
It's
it's
not
like
raspberry. It's a schnozberry. It tastes like schnozberries. Name the movie.
Willy Wonka.
I've done this already like 10 times right on the show. So yep.
You have.
Well, thank you for listening to me.
But I also love that movie.
Oh, same. It's like secret. I also love Titanic.
Yeah,
I
we
know
found that out
the
Friday
tragedy,
night. The tragedy has
tragedy
escaped
of
me.
the
Watergate or
the Watergate,
Ocean
Oceangate turned into me watching Titanic and crying on Saturday morning when I finished it. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm screaming at my cousin like, "What?" And she's like, "I am." And she's on her phone. I'm like, "You don't get it." And then she's like, "What happened?" I'm like,
the boat sank.
I'm like, "She is dead." Basically, almost on a fucking goddamn door, screaming, "Help! Help!" And I'm like, "Oh my!" Like I cried.
Really?
I always cry at the part at the very end. It's just a killer when she dies in her bed. And
She
then
dies in her bed in the movie?
at the end.
I thought it ends with her throwing off a necklace or
She
something.
throws it in the ocean.
Okay.
And then they pan to her in bed, laying there. And all her pictures are when she was about to sink, Jack said, or when he was about to die, he said, "You must promise me you will survive. You're gonna grow old. You're gonna die you're gonna die an old woman warm in her bed."
Oh.
So she's an old woman warm in her bed after she just threw the heart of the whatever. She got it off her chest. She dies.
Literally.
Literally. She died. Which I don't know why she didn't just give it to him, to be honest. I think that's
would
kind of rude.
sell that
That's
shit.
kind of rude.
Like, give it to your children, bitch.
I think she used it as like insurance her whole life. Like just in case. Like, but also, yeah, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, ma'am.
Like, girl.
You're dying. Like, give it away.
So they show all the pictures of her riding a horse like she said she was going to do, and like the roller coasters and da-da-da-da-da. And then they go down to the bottom of the ocean where they then bring back the Titanic, and they're all, do you not know this part at the end where she walks in the doors and Jack's standing at the top of the clock and everybody was in the movie that are standing lined up and they're all clapping for her like she finally made it to heaven.
Oh, okay.
And then she's reunited with Jack.
Okay. Sucks to have to be reunited. If heaven is the place where I die, I don't think I want to go to heaven.
Yeah, like
They're like, remember this boat that killed you all? This is your heaven.
no, she lived from that, but she's I guess
but
yeah.
the rest are there, I guess.
But that's where her heart was with Jack.
And her heart will go on. Correct.
Because a woman's heart is a sea of ocean or an ocean of secrets.
Is that also in there?
Sha. You should watch it. It's really
I
fucking
love
good.
it.
It's
That
really,
was the best synopsis.
They need to make a like shortened version. You know what I'm saying? Like a 45
Literally.
minute. Let's go ahead and cut it.
It was a 3 VHS tape movie when it came out. I remember, because I remember,
I just thought of something they could make a
Matt saw it 7 times in the theaters when it came out.
like what if they made it
Tell
like
me you're gay without telling me you're gay.
yeah, and then,
like,
but he was also yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you can't when you're straight.
you're not really
You
supposed
can't
to be
go
into
see
the
it.
Titanic
Yeah, you gotta be like, oh, it was all right. I saw her tits.
Yeah, you have to like go with your girlfriend and be like, oh, she's making me watch Titanic.
And then you don't cry.
Well, Matt loves that
Oh,
movie.
I love it too. Like, you know what I was thinking? Like, imagine like a Game of Thrones situation where like
yeah.
they did a whole series with the love story,
Okay,
and then
that would have been better.
I would have fucking.
But now they've already done it, so it's too late.
Right. Make sure you give us a call 614-721-5336. I can't speak English, and nobody calls anyway.
614-721-5336. And yeah, that person that I asked to call that definitely listened and could have called about
Still didn't.
certain behaviors. Hasn't called.
Just this person like say that I have certain behaviors, and they're already like diagnosing me.
No, they have a behavior that has a diagnosis.
Oh, please call in with your situation. However, we did get some questions from Thatcher on Patreon.
Okay, I love this.
Yeah, so if you'd like to read one of the question number one.
These are questions from Patreon. What's something that a person or fan said or did to you that made you feel extremely not well?
I actually really was upset about the devolution of a podcast, if I'll be honest. What pissed me off
Bobby got called out for being like unprofessional.
Yeah, like, oh, and the host doesn't even... Bitch, you know what? Do you know how hard this is?
Something that made me extremely not well was when we had a borderline suicidal co-host for like months and months and dealt with a lot of late night text and
Oh, I forgot about that.
threats.
I think that's...
And I would wake up at 6 a.m. and be like, oh, is he alive? Like, is he alive? So that was not well. Period for me.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good.
It's a little worse than the bad review.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a bad review. You're
I'm
like,
like,
well, we almost had a suicide.
Yeah,
we had an unaliver.
we could have become famous.
Right.
What topic on the podcast are you nervous to discuss?
Oh,
Just everything.
your everyday crushes that you don't want your partner to know about. People you fucking hate and you think they're stupid, but you really can't say it because they listen to the show.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of you. Just kidding. But yeah, I don't want to say something.
Yeah, I would say love life type things because like once it's like personal.
Once we get personal, then you think
then they're listening and you're like, I'm gonna get called out in like 3 days for this.
Or they know my whole life story and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like do we need them dropping secrets? Last question was, what are you most attracted to appearance wise when you see a man?
Well, clearly.
Ooh, I would.
I know yours.
There's a lot.
You like the hair.
That is just one feature.
Right.
That's one particular, but I don't look for that because it's not common.
So are we talking like a physical feature?
Yeah. But oh my God, when I see that like light blonde, but like
I
thick,
can't.
light blonde hair. So it doesn't look thick, but you know there's a lot of hair there on the arm. And I know everything else is light hair. And so I know like dealing with this won't look like a lot, but it's a lot. And then you get down to the bush and it's like, wow.
That's so hot. I'm so
blonde. Yeah, you love blondes.
blondes and redheads. I mean,
I know.
You
Like
can
for you, it's
literally,
blonde. And I've seen.
It doesn't even fucking matter what you look like.
It doesn't.
As long as you have a ginger.
Did I show
fucking-
you that picture of that one yesterday? Remember I sent it? I snuck a few pictures.
Oh yes. Was that a ginger?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a little bit of a light-haired, light brown.
Thick. No. It was a ginger. You just can't tell. But like, look at those
Yeah,
thighs.
I saw those thick
Hold on.
thighs.
I mean, honey, it's like it was perfect.
Oh, he is kind of.
He's a
a tangent.
Yeah, he's a tangent. So
yeah, that's mine. Is hair color like red hair or blonde hair? Like.
okay.
Also, I really like kindness. I know
think
that's not
smile
physical,
is huge for me.
Yeah,
Because like a lot of these guys these days don't smile
but do you know why?
because they have bad teeth.
I'm not actually a fan.
Do you know you're such a bitch? But it's true.
It's true.
I
And
go
honestly,
on Instagram
like-
and there's all these local like OnlyFans gays and like go-go dancers and drag queens and such.
We
And
might
it's
as
like
well-
they don't smile on any pictures. I finally found out why. When you find like them tagged in like the third picture of a stack of pictures, and you're like, oh, that's why.
Right.
And
and that's all.
that's all you need to say. No, but I do appreciate like a good smile.
You mean we all know it? But we're not saying it. Oops, sorry.
No, because it's mean, but it is true.
But it's true. That's something I look at. Like
I look for
like
a
I
good
actually look at
smile.
mouth in general, like oral
hygiene,
and like lip health, and just like
lip
in general.
health, and also like hair grooming.
Yeah. I like guys who are just
You like
mean,
messy, mean
but are
guys.
nice.
Very okay.
I'm in a sin situation. Oh, I hate weed. I'm so gross.
Why? No, you're not.
Let me have some more. Okay. Well, those are your questions, and thank you for asking them, and keep asking away, folks. You know how to find us. Now, Friday night, I have written down here, I think we kind of went over it a little bit.
Oh my God.
We skipped in the kitchen. I don't know if you remember the skipping situation.
We tried to skip. Okay, so Friday night, like your cousin came to visit, and you were like, "We're just gonna chill at home," which I knew what that meant.
means I'm gonna be high
You were
on the
gonna
couch,
be fucked up.
eating ice cream.
So I came over, and first of all, I walked in, and I was like, "Oh, good! I haven't eaten all day. There's food out."
Pizza.
So there's pizza on the counter. So I pick up a piece of pizza. I'm like, cheese pizza. I take a bite.
You thought it was good, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was like, oh, what
is
frozen
that?
brand is this? Because I thought it was some like brand I've never had before because it just tasted off. And not in a bad way. I mean, just different.
Just in a frozen freezer burn kind of way.
Different. It was different. And then Bobby's like, it's not frozen. I made it.
Literally. And then Matt was like, oh, the kind you buy and you just put it. I go, no, I did the whole fucking thing, the dough, bitch. Like I had to fucking spin it and like roll her out and shit. I made a white pizza. I mean,
It is an upgrade from the last time you made pizza and left that paper thing in.
I know,
and
you're
then I'm
always
taking
scarred from
bites,
that.
and
No
then
wonder
there's
you're
just
like-
because I was eating it and I was like, did I taste paper in there? When you're like, I made it. I'm like,
it's true. It's true, and
No,
it's
it
good.
was better, but
But you
I know why it's
also
weird
brought
because
with
you put Greek yogurt in it, so no wonder it tasted tangy.
Well, it's a Weight Watcher
It tasted tangy.
situation. It's a Weight Watcher trick, if you will. Maybe
Yeah.
if I put like sugar or like honey in the dough or something.
That would be probably good. Because I brought
It's tough.
Polly G's
Right,
squares,
so then you
which
have like real
I'm like,
bread,
here's,
frittata or whatever the fuck.
like some-
Chata. For ciabatta. What kind of bread is it?
There's ciabatta, but I think it's a focaccia
Focaccia.
type. It's
I don't know
well,
what
it
that
is
means.
denser than that. I'm not really sure, but Dan the
Listen.
Baker makes it. Polly G square is like it will fuck you up.
It will fuck you.
It will ruin you. Jinx.
Jinx.
We're about to see Jinx in a month. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
a month.
and-
It's literally like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's coming the fuck up.
It's after you get back from Toronto.
So
Oh,
yeah,
no, wait. Yeah, it's before I go on my trip
what trip?
to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
What?
Yeah, me and Michael are going on a. That's our trip.
I
'Cause
love
I didn't
this.
want to go to Boston. I didn't want to go to the East
Yeah.
Coast. Sorry, I didn't have time. I do have time, but like,
why?
there's.
We'll go to Boston.
I think I'll go to Boston. No, we got to go to Atlanta.
Oh God, yeah, but it's so hot. I'm like, I don't know. I avoid the South in the summer.
Maybe October for Pride.
Okay.
Because they do Pride in October.
Okay, we should do that.
Because they're smart.
But yeah, okay. So,
Anyway.
anyways, pizza was great. Then, what else came up that night?
Well-
There was something about your cousin said she was constipated recently or something like that.
Somehow shitting came up,
But
and
very like general, not just like I heard.
like-
I heard it slows you down and can make you constipated. And what does Matt say out of nowhere?
well, we were talking about Govey too, and I was like, he's like, I thought I was gonna shit a lot, but I only had 2 pebbles or something like that.
Two
and I was
pellets.
Like, 2 pellets, and I was like,
We're all just sitting there like, what was that?
which is fine.
I know, but we were like-
fine, but it was like very
He's
left
like,
field.
You're talking about shitting. I was like,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
but
yeah, but I
all
wanna
we said
hear
was
your-
constipation. We didn't say specific.
Yeah, when I
poop
wiped,
detail.
I had problems. It's
Yeah,
no,
it's
I don't
like,
want to know.
no.
Just say you didn't. It wasn't the big one. Do you know what I
Just
mean?
say I couldn't really go or something.
or
like
it wasn't
that.
as big as I thought it was going to.
Or yeah, I'm backed up. Like that's all.
that's what we Govey does. And that's what we were trying to get at, and it turned into pellet pooping, pellet shots.
Pellet shots. Oh, like a shotgun.
Pew, pew.
Also, what? Speaking. So after my husband said this strange phrase about 2 pellets, he got attacked, and not by a human,
But my dog.
by my puppy.
Now June is a total whore.
You're gonna fuck my slutty little mouth.
Yes,
By that I
she
mean
is.
she's a bitch.
She's a bitch. She's a bitch.
She does not like anything new coming in. If she knows you,
If she
you're
didn't
good.
know you when she was a puppy,
right? It's
if
got to be
she-
within the
yeah.
first 6 months of her life.
Then
if you weren't
you're
here, and the only reason I think she knows Heather is because of Darla.
Yeah.
like I think
Yeah,
that's her.
that's
so
true.
she's like, oh, I'll
she's
let
fine
this
with
bitch
it. Yeah, because
just come in.
Darla's here.
Yeah.
But
So-
like Matt, Dave, Sarita, all these
All
other
of
people,
them.
they're all getting
Everybody.
their ankles bit.
Yeah, she comes right for their ankles, and then she like runs. It's like a game.
It's so funny. She bites them, but actually bites them and then leaves. And then it's like, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they're like, "Ow, bitch!" And I did like how Matt handled it. To be
That's
honest,
it.
with you,
I'm going to bite you back.
because I think that's what she needs is somebody to like kind of beat her ass.
He was like, I'm going to get you. But I think he really was.
I-
I was a little worried that he was going to grab a knife.
"No, good. Cut her,
Got a bitch.
cut her. She needs to be cut. She needs to understand what the fuck's going on. I don't know what to do with that. We're gonna go to training because Jackie's going to training right now, and it's like really working apparently.
Okay, good.
So I need to get her into like some sort of like where she listens to my
They go
command.
away for like 10 days. Because
Oh.
that's what our neighbor's dog went to training for 10 days.
Oh yeah, I'd
Gone.
rather drop her. Like maybe
Yeah.
next
No, you should.
trip, like
The
that.
next trip
Okay.
you go on.
you can have her for
Because then they're going to be gone anyways. So it's
right.
like,
So you might as well
fine.
just pay for
Yep.
training at the same time. This bitch has
Think
got to
she
get
needs it.
She's the sweetest babe.
She's sweet.
so
She
sweet.
was just sitting on this couch
Yeah.
letting me pet her.
Absolutely the sweetest.
Because she knows me.
But the minute she doesn't know you, it's,
Then it's-
"Ow, ow, ow." I'm like, okay, let's put the pit bull back.
Let's put the pit away.
Give me the lab back.
Yeah, like-
give me the boxer back because she's like part boxer too.
She's part
Barely.
something.
She's part.
Bitch.
She's a bitch. She's a lesbian. We know that.
She's got to be. Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, so did we
there-
talk about the skipping thing though? Like, I think that's how
Not
we
really.
started.
So you were like, have you guys seen the skipping challenge?
I'll play it now. It's the best fucking. Have you even seen it?
No.
girl.
I know I can skip, so I don't need to see it, honey.
No, but it is like I was crying by myself, laughing, like literally crying my eyes out, being like, "This motherfucking family."
Oh, that family? I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Maybe.
You showed me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, I need to find
It's
it.
like
anyway.
the redneck family, like hillbilly-ish. Like, yes, I saw this.
Like,
Dad.
My favorite is
Oh my God, his back gave out.
now
like,
Matt tried to almost skip and
that was giving these vibes. Oh, Nene, don't do it.
Oh, Nene.
Nene
And
has
it's those kind of names
Parkinson's.
like-
she can't move. That's why I was like, this is the redneck. This is out in the country. Like,
I cannot. Anyway,
okay, so
Skippy,
we tried
Skippy my
that.
Lou, and we did
Skippy
it.
my Lou.
And I was like, this big fat fuck coming right towards Jim, and Jim was like, I'm gonna get to the side. So that, and I'm like, no, it's a bad angle. And he's like, just trying to help
Actually,
you.
from the front was a bad angle, so I was coming to the side to help you out.
I
but
forgot
you're
how
yelling
much
at me.
how much like gravity works and like what's
Everything
the force?
falls
Yeah, like
forward.
force. Like I could have literally just like taken Jim out.
You would have. You were skipping towards me. I was like, oh, fuck.
And
Let
I'm
me
like,
get out
wait.
of the way. And then Matt tried
And then
it
Matt
and
started
basically
to, and he
almost
goes,
took
"Wait!"
his knee out.
He goes, wait, my knee. And he like almost,
I think fell. Almost fell.
because he stopped himself. And that's what I think he almost like hurt himself again by
so
just
I'm
stopping.
hoping that it wasn't hurt because he.
Was
I
he
hope.
complaining? Has he been complaining?
What
Has
did
he?
say?
Has he been complaining?
No. But he said his feet have been hurting, so I wonder if there was a bit of a jolt.
So my thing with that is make sure
Only
we know.
try it if you're healthy
Yeah,
and
make
able.
sure we know our limits and
If you
limitations.
couldn't serve in the military, then don't try the skipping challenge.
which I wouldn't have been able to with my pylonal cyst anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would have been the reason. That's
Well, and
that
like,
would-
I would have had gay out there too. Like the minute I got drafted, I'm like, I'm a faggot. It's fine.
Oh, I would have immediately been like, "Hey, daddy."
Or I'd have been like, oh fuck, let's go to war.
Oh, officer.
Oh, fuck
officer,
me.
let's go take a shower.
Oh, group showers. I'm in.
Oh, God. Now that part,
I can't.
the,
They gotta have a little-
erection would have given it away.
Listen, they
I would have
got-
been in the corner just jerking off. All those soldiers would have been like,
Do you
what
know
are
they
you
just
doing?
like sit on the toilet and jerk
They
off
do.
all the time, and then
They
people
have
will
to.
like record them over their
Think
head.
of it, all the testosterone. You're a young man. You've been exercising all day. You're eating like shit.
You're having dreams about all your.
You're left your girlfriend
mates.
behind.
Your bunk mates
You're
are
in
now
a
your
bunk. All the guys around you are also jerking off at the same time. You're gonna jerk off.
There needs to be just like a gay military
Yeah.
member or a couple that can help service the individuals during the time of
Service our
war.
service members.
Right.
Sign up now.
Like, because girls won't fucking do it, but us little whore gay boys will come out and suck any dick.
Honestly, looking back, like
Think about it.
I would have volunteered for the military.
Oh, if they said, okay, we're gonna sign up some
You
gays,
can either become a soldier or you can go
a sucker, I'd be a sucker.
Oh my God. Can you imagine all the
But then you'd probably get tired and be like, ugh.
not just tired, you'd get something, probably a disease.
I could never. I'd have to like wait to jerk off, and so like I have to be like still turned on. That's the problem with me, especially my
Yeah,
age.
I know what you mean. You don't have a lot of time.
Once it goes, I'm done, and I don't like doing it like before I go to the bar and stuff. I want to be like horny.
no, you cannot. I've done
Right.
that many a
It's
time.
boring.
It's a mistake.
It's boring.
You have no energy at all. You don't want to
No
get
need.
engaged. None ye.
No need.
No, no.
No night. So anyway, that was our Friday. It was basically a big fuck up, and we're gonna show you videos and shit. And hopefully,
There was another phrase I said that night,
Oh God, yeah. This is. Oh my God.
and I think
I don't remember.
I think I looked at you and I said, "You look like a Tums couple."
'Cause you were
and-
looking for
'cause you
Tums,
and
'cause
Michael
you're
were
a Govey.
sitting next to each other, and I'm like, "You look like a Tums couple." And
And
I think everyone listening knows what that means. You can picture a Tums couple. You know the
You're
couple,
such a bitch.
they have like the Costco size bottle of
Oh.
Tums at their house, and they're like, "Oh, we've got Tums. Oh, I take Tums out. Oh, are we going out later? I'll bring Tums."
Yeah,
It's always the
people are
Tums couple.
addicted.
Yeah. But I thought you were a Tums couple and you shouted
know.
out, "I'm on Nexium."
I like kind of like a psychopath. I think I screamed. I was like, I'm on fucking Nexium. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, so you are a Tums couple.
so you were a Tums couple, but it
You
wasn't
graduate-
working anymore.
Now you're a Nexium
Now I'm like
couple.
looking for dementia, because that's what's gonna happen if I keep taking Nexium.
Oh my God.
It's true. There's a study. There's a study.
That's a study.
You know what's really sad?
Yeah.
Have you seen the news story on Jack Hanna? Not to change the subject, but
Oh, yes.
Speaking of Alzheimer's,
Alzheimer's.
old timers.
I saw that story and it
It's
was like,
not even
people are
him.
sending loving messages.
It's not even him.
Wait, what?
Have you seen?
What do you mean
him?
it's not him?
It's him, but it's really crazy what that disease does. Like it totally just like.
Oh, is he just blank?
Oh, he doesn't even remember. He's like, "Where are you from? Columbus? Have I been to Columbus, Ohio?" He's Mr. Columbus, Ohio. It's like, so he's in Montana now, like gonna die on a farm.
Oh, he's in Montana now.
Yeah, they just like moved to a farm, and
They
he's.
took him with his animals out to the farm.
They're gonna take him out back too pretty soon.
Old Yeller.
But he doesn't even know who he is anymore.
That's
It's so,
terrible.
and they were showing him. He was like talking. He's like,
I honestly have
That's
mixed
scary.
feelings on that. Like, I kind of feel like if I get diagnosed with dementia early on, I'm putting in a living will, and now once I don't know where I'm from or what my name is,
Put
it's
me
time
out.
to kill me. Like, I mean,
how sad is that? It
take
is
me
very.
somewhere where I can take medicine to die. Like, feed me the medicine. I'm done. I do not want to be demented.
What's really fucking crazy is that if you think about it, this is me being a stoner. If you think about it, like you don't know that you forgot that you have a life.
Right.
Like you don't even remember.
You don't even know you forgot it.
You don't even know you had a life.
Nothing.
But like you don't
You're
even
just
know. So you're every day you wake up and you're like, where am I? Like, it's probably really scary.
Right. It would be.
I need you to
why
pull
I'm
off 50 First
saying-
Dates and play me a video every morning.
Oh my God. I forgot that movie.
That's my request.
I need to see that again.
You need to see Titanic. I must say
Titanic.
Satanic.
All right.
All right.
So now what happened with you?
Okay. So I've been in. This is gonna sound like
This is going to sound
very
insane.
unaliving.
Home Alone and oh my.
But it was actually a thought I had yesterday because I ended up in the pool by myself. Everyone left, and
Oh my God, you just stayed? Like,
Yeah.
where'd they go?
Heather left, Michael
Okay.
left, Jackie left. Jackie and her boyfriend, they were going to come back, but they didn't.
Oh my God.
So I was higher than them. I took an edible, and I was drinking Topo Chicos by myself.
Good.
Laying in the pool. It was great. I got a little tan.
Yes.
But I was sitting there, and I was listening to the Strokes. I was like in my feels, in my full fucking feels. And then I was sitting there, I was like, what would it be like? So a lot of people will question, like, you don't, what is it? Oh, wow.
a lot of people would question.
They'll say, like,
it's your story.
When I'm dead, you'll, they always imagine
once I'm
themselves
gone,
being
you're
dead.
gonna mess me.
And I'm like, this is the opposite. I'm imagining everybody else just vanished. And then I was like, would I like this? I don't think so.
You mean everyone or just like those people?
Literally everyone. I was like, how scary would that be?
You wouldn't last a week. Oh. I mean, think of it. The power plants are going to go out. Then you're not going to be able to get food from a Kroger. The gas station runs out of gas. Then you can't drive anywhere.
Oh, I forgot about all those
You'd
fun
just
things.
be done. You would have enough food to
Well,
last
I'd
a
have
couple
to get,
weeks.
I could go get canned food at Kroger. I could eat on canned food.
Well, you'd have to walk there after a while.
But then everything would be bad. But then I could learn how
You
to
wouldn't
make...
even have air conditioning in here. You'd hate it.
Oh, fuck
Like,
yeah.
think of that. You would just be like, June's just sitting there hungry. You're like,
I'm like, well, I can...
Daddy can't give you any because Daddy's
I'd have to
dying.
run, the minute it happens, I have to run to Costco and
Yes,
buy like
all of it.
literally all this chicken and buy a freezer immediately, or not even buy one, just go grab it because it's a free for all.
Yeah.
But I thought about that in a weird way. I was sitting there, I was like, and then I was like, why did I think that? And it was me high, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But I'm like, what a weird feeling to think like, what if you were left instead of you leaving people? What if you were left? Like kind of like a Home Alone situation. Now, how do you think you would? I mean, because I always say like I hate everybody, blah, 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 but I really think I would be sad.
Oh, really? I think
You're not even listening, and that's fine.
no, I'm
not
fully
actually a
listening.
fan.
I'm thinking about it, bitch, because there's a show called The Leftovers on HBO, and it was amazing. And it was about like I forget, like 20% of the population or something like that number just disappeared. Or maybe less than that even, but it was like a certain percentage just disappeared one day. They all vanished.
It's the rapture.
And so then the people, the leftovers, had to figure out life and what to do with all those people missing. And it was like they didn't die; their bodies weren't still there, so they couldn't really be like mourn them the
confirm,
traditional way.
really,
Yeah, they didn't know
either, like-
where they went. They didn't know why they went. They just went.
I don't know how.
And so I loved that show, and it ended so well.
Good. I have never watched it.
You would love it. It's only 3 seasons, so you
Okay.
can get through it
I need to
quickly.
watch
But
it.
it's really cool, and the main guy is really hot. But I probably would also be pretty like bummed out if it were just me.
I know it's weird though because I always say like I just want quiet, and then I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, like I do.
I want quiet, but I want people to still think about me.
Well, have you ever thought, what if like just Mike disappeared or like?
No.
Okay, I have.
Oh well, I mean,
And I'm like, that would be terrible too. After a while, you think about it for a while.
well,
you're like,
no, and that's the thing. Like,
maybe if they disappeared for a day or two, like 2
I think-
days, a weekend.
again, we've had this
If
conversation.
they could
but
just disappear for a weekend every once in a while.
I'm ready just to have my
Separate
life mate
house. Yep.
and everybody
And
else.
sex mates.
Yeah, like
Yep.
I'm done. Like
I know.
because I absolutely do not want anything
No.
between me and Michael to happen like bad.
No.
But also, I think it'd be
But-
really fun to just like be a whore and get attention every once in a while because I feel like
oh, we could.
now-
Look at us at the bars. It's a mess.
And when I get attention, it feels
It's in trouble. You
really
feel like you're
intense.
in trouble.
It's very intense.
it's fun, but you're
very-
like, I can't do that.
I also thought for a second, like after crying about Titanic and then after like making a big deal out of a certain situation, I was thinking like, am I just a sucker for like punishment, or do I just like being
In trouble.
not in trouble, but like sad,
Unavailable or like,
sad?
oh,
Like,
because
do
you
I
always
like
want to be
crying?
let down.
Yeah, like am I just so
Yeah, I think some
trained?
people do. Some people literally like, I'm like, why did you watch that movie again?
Like, I
Well,
wanna
don't
cry.
know. And I'm like, so you could cry probably.
I actually really.
Or they just play these depressing songs and like, I know this part
This is
always
so
gets
sad.
me. And I'm like, why then? Why are you doing it?
to
Like,
feel
are you
alive.
just in a mood? And yeah, at least they feel something. They're so depressed. They feel something.
That's gonna be my. Yep, we're gonna go into that.
Oh,
So we're gonna move on
no.
to your. Do you have a topic? If not, we can just roll through.
I'm trying to think. We recorded when? Like last Wednesday. So what
Yeah.
happened?
So like
I
Dylan
worked-
Mulvaney's one. I had got other stories in the back that we can use.
Okay, because I was like, I didn't do anything.
Do you want to talk
I
about
worked.
Dylan Mulvaney? Being
Oh, I went to a summer
polarizing?
solstice party.
Yeah, talk about that.
Okay, so this was an interesting invite. We have a council person down the street named Michelle. She's amazing.
Quan?
She's also a baker. Nope, just a regular old Michelle. Wow.
Hey, Michelle.
We love you. Yeah, so she invited, she's like, hey, we're having a solstice party, which I've never even been to.
No.
Now, it wasn't like I thought. I thought there would be like a sacrifice or like
Yeah, that's something
we would be worshiping
Togas
the stars.
and, like, volcanoes
Yeah,
and,
it
like-
should have been like that. But instead, she had really, really good cheese. Everything is from her
Shocker, it's
garden.
gonna be food.
She is like amazing. She grows everything. She has raspberry bushes, blackberries. She has mulberry tree out front, cherries out front. She just like had all this fruit. Everything we could want was there. She made a hummus out of some like cannellini beans and garlic scapes, which are like the top part of the garlic that grows in her garden.
Wow.
You would have
So
loved it, even though you're afraid. And Palestinian olive oil. So I brought Sabrine. Sabrine got to go. And she said she's never felt more at home than she was at this party because she connected with my neighbors and was like,
With the
"Wow,
food.
like these women are wonderful. They're raising their daughters the right way,
Food.
and because I used her Palestinian olive oil, yeah." And when she left, she gave her some little treat to go, lavender, because Sabrine said it
so
smelled like
Sabrina
her
tried
garden.
to like.
So Sabrine should move into our neighborhood.
Yeah, she also
Obviously.
should just do like girls' night with them and like do.
That's what I said.
cooking and-
I gave her their number
Because we know your
'cause I was like,
charcuterie board from your wedding was like literally off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
Like she could just go into business doing that and
I
probably make a lot
know.
of money.
Yeah.
But you know,
We keep talking about it. So yeah, so that was my fun little event last week was a solstice party. Then I worked 3 days in a row. Well, actually worked 5 days in a row.
yeah, you were had
Which
it
is
rough.
terrible. Like, I did 2 nights and then 3 days. And then the weekend was fun though. Like we saw you Friday,
Yes.
Saturday.
Friday, I was laughing my ass off.
I don't know what I did Saturday. I can't remember. I went to the pool. So that was really nice and relaxing.
That's great.
Wow. We were both floating there
my-
thinking, wouldn't it be nice if everyone disappeared?
I mean,
We were. I did it. You did it.
well, and I also have something else that sort of happened to me on Saturday. Now that you say it, and this is it's like,
Oh no. What did you do Saturday? You went to the game.
I
Did
went
you
to
go
the
to
game.
Comfest?
yeah, we walked to the
We
contest,
skipped- I
but it
didn't
was
even go at
so
all.
fucking hot. But we found my cousin's booth. My cousin,
My cousin's booth.
so the one that unalived,
The dead one has a booth.
his brother.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah. So
the ghost of your cousin had a
So
booth.
we went there. I got a necklace for $50. I'm like,
What's
how
that?
much money?
You
they
didn't get a
making?
discount?
I did.
That's a discounted.
They make
what
so
the
much
fuck?
money. They make $5,000 like a weekend.
What do they sell?
Jewelry from Thailand. They
Oh,
go
so
to Thailand
They get it cheap as fuck. Bring it here.
and they go to festivals. That's
They're
all
like,
they
do you have anything to declare? They're
They're
like,
total stoners.
Well, not really, because it's only like worth $200, but we're gonna sell it for $10,000.
Right,
So
like
we have to declare it.
Literally.
Like holy shit.
Yeah, and their store was really big, and I was like, wow, this is like an actual
I need to
situation.
see
But he wasn't
this. Okay.
there.
Oh,
He was in Chicago with another booth. So they had multiple booths going. Yeah. Yeah.
so we need to do this shit.
Yeah, like what are we doing?
We could be
just
carnies.
sit there and
we
be
could be
carnies.
carnies.
I could literally be high all day long, and be like $7.95, please.
Yeah,
And
minimum.
Well, right.
I mean, we're gonna sell jewelry, honey.
That's for the rolling papers.
Okay. Okay.
So we then go to the game, and I love soccer games. I absolutely love that stadium.
You remember my story from last time. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Well, it was equality night, actually, or it was like Pride night. I had no idea. I
didn't know they had one.
Literally didn't know idea. They were like, oh,
So they're a
it's-
week later than Pride.
Yeah. So it was like, oh, okay. I think they're out of town last weekend.
Oh,
But
okay,
anyway,
okay.
so we're standing there. Da, 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 da. I've already had a few cocktails and a puffy puff.
Piffy Puff. And are you in Pride gear? Are you?
No, I'm in.
Are you visibly gay other than
No.
just your baseline? Okay.
No, just baseline gay. And I'm
Waddling
standing there,
around.
and I look over at the pour section, which is the standing room over.
Oh
here.
God, behind the. Why the fuck do people
So
do that?
we're right in the corner right there. Because
you get smoke
it's
just
like
wafting in
$10.
your.
That's why.
Oh well, but
It's
it's
standing
smoke,
room.
smoke.
But you have to stand the whole time, too.
Drums, standing.
You can't sit.
You couldn't pay me $10 to stand there.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like
I mean,
fuck
it's like
that.
so. I look,
Okay.
and who the fuck do I see?
Oh my God, I was right.
Yes, in the same row as me, but like I'm in a seat obviously because
he's in
I'm
the
not
poor
poor.
section.
And he's over here standing, and I go, "Are you fucking
Like,
kidding me?"
You can't get anywhere here without.
And that was my point this week. Is like I am so sick and tired of people like in my life who won't disappear.
Yeah.
Like, go the fuck away. I don't know why out of 20,000 people at the stadium,
literally.
20,000 that literally I could throw something at him. That's how close we were. And I was like,
That is so
and he knows
fucked
Heather.
up.
I was like, I
Did
gotta
Heather
go.
recognize him?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, she has things to say about that. Gotten fat. That's the thing.
Oh, good.
He used to never have a belly, and he was standing with the belly. I was like,
I love
girl.
it. I love it.
Girl.
And
fuck.
probably some like tight crew t-shirts, like a little too tight.
It wasn't cute. He was hanging out with his other fat friends, which that's another thing I made a comment on. I
Oh,
think
once
it's
you get fat, you have to have fat friends.
No, but here's the thing with him. He's always had fat friends. So, like, what is the problem with you? Are you just like, he's one of those that always carries a fat, good friend?
Okay.
Does that just make yourself feel better? But now you're a fat friend. So, sorry.
Who are you a fat friend to?
Well,
That's the real question.
Nobody, because you're an asshole. So anyway, regardless of the situation, I just don't understand why I can't escape these things. I walk into a bar. I'm the first thing that people can see.
Yeah, that's the
I
problem.
can't escape.
So it's you can't hide. Meanwhile, I'm like, I just put my hat down.
Literally.
I saw 2 people last week that I recognized at like a restaurant and a bar, and I didn't get up to say hi. I saw them and I know they saw me, and I was like, I don't want to talk to them. So I just don't say hi. I'm like,
It kind of goes back to.
I didn't even have bad terms with these people. I just didn't want
wanna
to
do
go
it.
and be like, how has your life been for the past
Oh my
4
God.
years?
It is so good seeing
Oh,
you.
you've had 2 kids, and
Are
you have a
still
new.
with.
Oh, you
And you have,
Sean?
like a code name for him because you used to talk
okay.
shit on Messenger.
Oh, who was it? Okay, and where do you live? Oh, out in Galena.
Oh, that's so
okay.
great.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my real life.
And then you have to
fun.
try. Yeah, and then you have to try to like escape
Like,
that, and you're like,
Fuck.
Well,
And they're
I'm
like, we should hang out sometime. I'm like, no, we shouldn't.
yeah. Oh my God, message me.
Nope, not going to.
Not going to.
Did you get a new number? Yeah, I did.
That ship has sailed.
No, it's just sad.
Sometimes
Like,
you have to let it sail.
I hate when you, and it doesn't mean it was a bad friendship
no,
at the time,
it's just you've grown.
You've
they've
grown past
or
it.
they haven't.
but it's time to. We're separate.
Sorry. You can always have the memories. You can always,
Yes.
feel.
Yes, you can.
And you can always,
And you can
have
always have a
something
good brain.
special with them.
But
But sometimes you got to cut it. And
oh god, that's blows. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now there were some news stories that have been coming in.
yeah, let me play. Do you want to talk? Let's talk about Dylan Mulvaney.
Mulvaney.
Let me see if I think this is the story.
So
Transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, 26, attended the 76th Tony Awards with Kellogg's mascot, Tony the Tiger. Mulvaney, dressed in a black diamond-embellished gown, posed for several photos with Tony, who was wearing a customized bow tie. Tony the Tiger was also set to present unique gold-filled cereal bowls engraved with Kellogg's Frosted Flakes at the Tony Awards after-party. Dylan Mulvaney has been a polarizing figure due to her partnerships with major brands and her vocal advocacy for transgender rights and representation. Here are a few reasons why she might be considered polarizing. Brand partnerships. Mulvaney's partnerships with major brands, such as Bud Light and Nike, have sparked controversy and backlash. For instance, her partnership with Bud Light involved the company sending her a personalized beer can, which led to calls for a boycott of the brand. Social media influence. As a social media influencer, Mulvaney has a significant online presence and uses her platform to advocate for transgender rights and representation. This has led to both support and criticism, contributing to her polarizing image. LGBTQIA+ advocacy. Mulvaney's vocal advocacy for the LGBTQIA+ community, particularly the transgender community, has been met with mixed reactions. While many support her efforts, others disagree with her views, leading to further polarization. Controversies. Mulvaney has been involved in several controversies, including backlash for her LGBTQIA+ campaign with Bud Light, which reportedly cost the beer company, Anheuser-Busch, a significant amount in market value. Public statements. Mulvaney has made public statements calling on brands to work with more transgender influencers, which has been met with both praise and criticism.
Okay, sorry. That was a lot. I'll speed it up in post.
what I would say is the reason Dylan Mulvaney is so polarizing is because of Republicans. Up in a fucking tizzy over trans people existing because they're transphobic. Like, there should not have been a boycott
You're
of
gonna
Bud
shove it
Light.
in my face.
Literally, they have how many different people representing them? They have how many different commercials? All these different campaigns going on at once, and they sent Dylan Mulvaney a rainbow can.
Not even a real,
or
it
like
wasn't
a
even a
picture
real
of
thing.
her. I think it was like a picture of her as a joke.
It was a TikTok thing. It was
She
not
probably
like
got
on
paid
TV.
like $100 to hold up a Bud Light can.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, probably more than
Well,
that.
she's
but
got like
it's
over
not,
millions of
It's
viewers.
not a lot. It's not going to be life changing, is what I'm saying. Like, it was an online advertisement on TikTok. You know, we're not talking like on the TV. And that was it. And they blew up because how dare you have a trans person in an ad? Like, that's the limit for me.
It's like,
that's what happened.
but then I go back.
It's
okay,
not
so
even polarizing.
So here's my comment that could be controversial, but I don't think it is. There are some trans people that you just know that they're trans. Like, if that makes sense. Like, when Dylan Mulvaney was presenting as a male,
yeah. Like when she
looked
was a
like
boy,
her.
it was like,
yeah, it's like, wait, you are not in
like,
the right body.
Right.
You can just tell in their eyes. It's a crazy, like, I'm not trying to say
no,
that in a
I
weird
know.
way,
I
but
think
like,
there are trans people. It's very clear.
you're
It's
like, no shit, Sherlock.
when you see him before transition, you're like, like it was
no
there all
shit.
along.
It was literally there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I just find it very interesting.
So now it's like Tony the Tiger is like, so now they're going to boycott all Kellogg's products.
Kellogg's.
Like, a trans person just exists, and the entire right-wing nut jobs are like, oh my God. Oh my God, what?
She was at the Tony Awards, and Tony the Tiger was there. Okay,
right.
She's a Broadway actress,
so she's gonna be at Tony Awards,
right? Like, hi.
You don't even like Broadway,
you don't even like
anyway.
Broadway.
So
you fucking.
it's once again, it's like we can't have trans athletes in sports, and it's like women swimming. They didn't even give a fuck
There's
about women
6
swimming.
of them. There's literally 6
Yeah.
trans women sports athletes.
That's it.
Do you know that there's a trans
They don't
man
care.
that's kicking guys' asses? And
I love it.
Like cis guys. And
So now what does that mean?
No, they're not saying a goddamn word.
Yeah, they won't, because they actually don't hate trans people. They just hate women. All women.
Oh, well.
And then trans are the extras that they extra hate.
And
that's true.
I don't think you're wrong.
Because if you're going to say it's not fair to the real women to play against a trans woman, then why don't you want to give a boost to the trans men battling against the real men? The real men have an advantage, a natural biological advantage. So why don't you want to give a handicap to the trans men? Because you don't actually care. You just hate trans people. You hate women specifically. It's so disgusting. Like, I'm so tired of it. They're like, it's polarizing. It's controversial that trans people exist.
It actually really is specifically trans women.
It's trans women. They have an obsession with attacking trans women.
Probably because a lot of them are attracted to penises, and now, and if they haven't,
a lot of them want to have sex with trans women.
That is like
I
a
want
real
all
thing.
the conservatives' wives to check their husband's Pornhub
Grinders,
history.
yeah.
Grindr. What are they looking for? They're looking to be I know what they want. We know what they want.
We know what they want
because I've seen it. Do you
remember Post episode where the one transgender woman gets the surgery and the guy was like, no more.
Yeah,
because he
actually wanted a penis. Yeah,
but he wants to be able to get away with it using
like in public. It's like, look, it's a beautiful woman I'm with, but really, I want that dick. And I'm not saying like, obviously you're attracted to what you're attracted to.
Right,
that's
sure.
fine. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're attracted to trans people, but then in public you want to pass laws banning them and harassing them.
But then you're fucking them on the side.
But you fuck them on the side, and you're
literally
or you love them, like,
or you're in love with them, or
you're in love with
your
them.
daughter. You know what I mean? Like,
know.
it's crazy.
It's like,
it is so fucking messed up.
These Republicans want to act like they don't. Oh well, I don't. I have gay friends. I'm like, do you really?
Do you?
You think you have a gay friend? They probably fucking hate you.
Or you are the gay friend, honey, but you're just not out.
My grandson is gay. Yeah, he probably hates you too. Like, trust me.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok? You might not have. His mom is like Vicky something, and he's like gotten all this publicity because his Vicky like was crying about wanting to have the bands. What is it called? Not bands. What is it called? Conversion therapy.
Okay.
Bands.
Yeah.
So she was like crying, like, we need conversion therapy. This is, and he's like, hi, Aunt Vicky, this is Brian.
Oh my God.
I know you know that I'm gay. I know that, like, and he goes on.
I know.
So
who
he
you're
has this
talking
whole
about, yes.
thing now. Then he keeps like showing videos and stuff, and he showed a video of when he was a kid. His dad was bouncing up and being like, "We're Republicans, we're conservative Republicans," and he's a baby. And I'm like,
Groomers.
He's like indoctrination month and grooming month. Like, I mean, it's
No, I know. They groom their children, and then that's what they're projecting. They're like turning to all these trans people like, they're groomers. They're going to turn our kids gay. It's like, you're just afraid that your kid's going to wake up one day and realize you're a groomer.
Right.
You were the groomer. The Republicans are the groomers. They're indoctrinating their own children. And when their children wake up and go to the real world and are like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
My parents are fucking crazy. Oh, no.
you're going to wonder why that relationship with them is going to change when they move. You're like, what happened to you?
You know what?
You got woke.
They were like, you got woken. In college, I remember my grandma once said, like, I bet those professors are indoctrinating you. I'm like, or they're just teaching me facts and I can read for myself now and you're not around constantly to tell me it's crazy and wrong. That's liberal. That's wrong. And so, yeah, I come back and I have new ideas.
It's because the whole thing is crazy because that's why they want to ban books because
they want to ban books because they don't want you to read about it. Yeah. They don't want you to be able to talk about being gay in school because they don't want the kids to know because they know once the kids realize there's other ways of existing, they're not going to want to be backwards like their parents.
Who are their straight kids going to beat up? I mean,
right now.
If it's accepted, like we have to have at least some lower class.
We have to shit on someone.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So I really feel like if you know a Republican, you need to
it's so fucked
we need to
up.
talk about it because it's not good right now. It's not looking good. I mean, you're trying to ban stuff. You're talking about Nazis now. I guess there was Nazis. Yeah. Oh, in Atlanta there was a Nazi outside of a Nazi little parade. No big deal. The right didn't say a goddamn word. Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's like when it happened here. I'm like, there are Nazis outside.
There's like
Land
Nazis everywhere.
Everyone
now.
At work. All these like clearly like Republican leaning people are like, no way.
They don't.
No way. It's Antifa. Like shit like that.
Isn't
like,
that crazy?
Why do you go straight to Antifa? Because your entire belief system would fall apart if it were Nazis? Because then you'd have to be like, oh, wait, we have Nazis on our side. Is that why you want to pretend it's Antifa? Tell the truth.
Yes, that's
like
absolutely.
Look deep inside you. You have Nazis on your side. That's the Republican Party.
Oh, and is that why you also cling on to God? Because you also are so deathly afraid that you're going to go to hell because you're just so stupid. Like, I thought of something really, it's not really groundbreaking what I thought of, but
you thought it.
And this is like a real thing, I think, with science, or if you can't prove it or disprove it, it's probably not real. And so I was thinking, okay, how do I
make me believe in God?
How do I disprove it though?
Because I believe in it.
But how do I disprove it?
Like,
you can't.
Because I believe in it.
Well, I can.
And I'm like,
it's
a problem.
It's bad.
There's no way to test it. It's just. There
was something I saw today that was like he was talking about Nazis, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, they get really far down the rabbit hole in conspiracy theory world.
This is why Stalin. I think I saved it. He was talking about like Stalin and all this stuff banning books, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
They're free speech, but they're banning books. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
This country can't be that crazy. Someone says something like this.
Wholly agree with that. Basically, this is an evangelistic movement on the left, and that's what's happening. It's indoctrination. I mean, they're proselytizing to the next generation, and what we're discovering as parents and conservatives is, wait a second, education really is evangelism. So if you don't control education, you cannot control the future. And Stalin knew that, Mao knew that, right? Hitler knew that. We have to get that back for conservative values.
Please don't take this down TikTok. I think it's really important for us to know that this.
They want to be like Mao, Stalin, and Hitler. They want to indoctrinate the youth because they've realized that.
Wow, smart. Wow,
groundbreaking.
Why do you think that?
Yep, that's called fascism. Here it comes. Like you say that word, and everyone's like, "It's not really like that right now." I'm like, do you hear that? Do you see the laws they're passing in states like Florida?
Three people, like the worst three leaders of the entire ever existence
in
of the
all
world.
of history.
Even worse than Pontius Pilate, honey.
That's not going to go over well with our Christian listeners.
Oh, fuck them. Well, it's time anyway for the Christian.
Actually, the Christian listeners some of them are probably like, the Jews killed Jesus, so we don't care about Pontius Pilate. He was a puppet. They're still out there. There's still those Christians out there who are like, well, really, the Jews did it. And it's the Nazi Christians. All the far right Christians are probably believe that.
Like when you really think about it, like, okay, so we're about to do our Bible verse of the week, but I just have to say this. Oh my God,
I can't wait.
God sent himself in human form down to save us for our sins. So in order to do that, he murdered himself basically to then come back and say, look, I saved you and I'm now God again. Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense. Like, if you're this ever living huge God that can do anything, why are we even doing this? Why are you slaves? Why do we have all this stuff, honey? Like, this is not
You don't need it.
So anyway,
all the bad stuff in the world is like Oh, okay, so he just knows the plan, knows it's going to happen.
I don't know how
lets it
people
happen.
can
Okay, cool.
defend it.
No, it's literally like
It's in the Bible.
like-
Okay, well, what's the Bible? Oh, it was written by God. It was sent to us by God through Timothy, Matthew,
so
and
a bunch
Joseph.
of high ass
It's like,
motherfuckers
what?
like wrote something
On
down, and they were
mushrooms,
like,
yeah.
"Listen, God gave us this book, the Book of Timothy. I'm Timothy. Hi."
Can you imagine their total
I would literally
queens,
just look at
how
them
funny
and be
they'd
like, "The fuck."
yes, bitch, I wrote this
I
passage
wrote
here.
this passage. Well,
Isn't
that's not what that
so
passage means.
Imagine if somebody grabbed the book of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And let's just say
This came
1,000
from
years.
God.
And they're like, oh my God, we unearthed this. These
These are
there
the
was a
stories of
Khaleesi,
our
there was this.
ancestors.
Yep. That's it. That's all it takes. And it changes everything. The whole world would change because these people, I don't know. I don't know.
You're high.
Yeah,
but yes,
okay.
that could easily happen. It's just
Yeah, I'm
made
just
up
getting
rules
pissed
from a
off.
made up book. So
Yeah, it's just all made up.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's our Bible verse of the week.
What's that?
This comes from Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 11 to 1.
I don't.
Not sure what that means.
It must have been 11 to
Something
12
got cut
or 13.
off.
Yeah, it got cut.
If two men are fighting and the wife of one of them comes to rescue her husband from his assailant, and she reaches out and seizes him by his private parts, you shall cut off her hand. Show her no pity.
I don't even understand what that even means necessarily. Like, what are you gonna do? Come on, grab his cock and be like, "Stop fighting!" Like,
And then you cut off her hand because show her no pity.
but also, why is she grabbing cocks? Like, why are we grabbing
why
cocks
do
in the
you
Bible?
have to
This
grab
is
her
sexual.
husband
This
by
is-
his private parts?
This should not be in schools.
This is sexualized.
This is
Get the
sexual.
Bible out of
this
schools.
Is sex.
We need to ban the Bible.
Like, how fucking weird is
It's-
that?
A woman comes out and grab her husband's cock. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sundries.
Sundries.
We're gonna sneak back in.
I feel like
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first
Okay.
because yours is pretty.
Heavy.
Okay. So let's just say this. I work at a place with a Starbucks by it. So occasionally, if you have time, you can go get a drink. Starbucks drink.
Speaking of transphobic, Starbucks. Or no, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Literally.
Well, they kind of are.
Well, they're
took out
taking
all the
down.
pride
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
Anyway,
It's disgusting.
It's gross. I thought they were on our side.
They're not. You can't even get a cup of coffee around here.
That's not going to stop the gays from that iced coffee, though, honey.
Oh no! Pumpkin spice season rolls around. All the little gays are gonna roll up.
Starbucks.
I'm in my feels.
Stop shaking your fucking ice and just sup. Like, that, you know that noise that they like spin it like, yeah.
I'm like, do you drink it ever? Just fucking drink it. I can down one of those in less than 5 minutes. It's like,
It's like, anyway. Okay.
so I go to Starbucks. I walk in. There's 0 people in line. So I'm like, wow, this is perfect. I'm gonna get my drink real quick, get out of there, back to work. Walk up, order it. Sure enough, go to the waited. Okay. All right. It's been 5 minutes. I'm like, In the meantime, all these drinks, Sarah for mobile, Ricky for mobile, Patricia for mobile. And I just listen to that. So 5 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, that was a lot of mobile orders. Another 5 minutes go by, all mobile orders. Someone else walks up to the counter, orders a drink, comes and stands by me. So they're like 10 minutes after me even. I'm like, okay. All right, another 5 minutes goes by. No order. No order for me. Mobile, Alex for mobile, Bobby for mobile.
Wow.
Another 5 minutes, all mobile orders.
So
Another 5 minutes, all mobile orders. 31 minutes later comes my
you've
drink.
got to be fucking kidding me.
Thankfully, the lady next to me is the one who raised a fuss about it because she's older and doesn't give a fuck. She was
Right.
like, I've been standing here 20 minutes and no order from the counter has come out. Are you going to work on our orders? And I loved her. I was like, God bless you, ma'am. I've been here 10 minutes longer than you. I've just been on my phone scrolling and pretending my life doesn't exist. Like, I literally would, instead of just asking, I'm like, fuck this. And I just scroll. I'm like, fuck,
Right.
fuck,
Like,
fuck,
great.
fuck, fuck.
Well, I'll look at another 65 TikToks and hopefully
So
my
they're
name will be
like, here's
called.
your drink. I'm like, I finally told I said, you've been working so fast. Like this barista was like pumping out orders.
Yeah.
But I said, it's something about the process where at least every 3 to 4 mobile orders, you
You
should
need
be
to
able to
throw
do
in
a
a
counter.
person. Yeah.
Because we were at the counter. I was there. I said, I was here 30 minutes ago.
Well, everybody that I know does the mobile because
it's gotta
they
be shut
literally
down.
They put the mobiles
Yeah,
out first.
they do.
because
But
it's
they got to
stupid.
shut it down.
Yeah.
It's bad policy to say
It's bad.
you can order a drink at the counter and wait 30 minutes for a drink.
I think
when
that's pretty
there was
bad.
no one else in line.
That's actually really bad.
So I think that's a Starbucks process problem. They can address it easily.
they need to address it because to me it's
I can wait
inappropriate.
5 or 10 minutes. I don't care.
That's like at the weed
I'm
store.
willing to do it. Oh, what happened?
When I go to the weed store, I'll like walk in
Yeah.
and I ordered my shit before. It's like the opposite almost. I'll like order my stuff 4 hours in advance, go inside.
Oh, 4
I'll be
hours. Yeah,
standing
should be
there.
ready. Should be ready.
Melissa goes up. Then somebody else walks in because they take you through this like maze of like doors. There's like 6 lock. Like, I mean, you have to like, it's crazy. So you go in, but so somebody comes in the door. They're like, Paul, and I'm like, I'm sorry, he was here after me. My order was said ready for pickup.
Yeah, you
why
ordered
is it
4
not
hours
just
ago.
ready? Like, why when they
you
say
ordered 4 hours before this and it's not ready?
Yes,
this isn't like a food order. Like 4 hours ago, they could have put the shit in. It's already packaged. You put it in a bag, right?
Right.
Like you're literally grabbing a bag.
Correct.
Okay.
And then they say like, Robert Griffith's here for pickup, online order, pickup. Then I go to the back.
Okay.
And then I even have to go to the debit machine sometimes, but now they do like debit cards, thank God.
Thank God.
So I'm just standing there like, I'm here.
Yep.
My
100%.
bag should be right there because you said it was ready for pickup. What's happening? Yep. So anyway, I don't know what made me think of that, but
That's awful.
yeah, so we need to get some better.
Like the processes of these business, it's not hard. They could do it. Like, it's like, why are we recognizing it's a problem as a customer? Like, have the managers in charge who come up with this idea, have they ever been a customer?
Because nobody cares.
Because they're not customers.
Why would anybody care?
I know
why
they
do
don't
we
care.
Why do we even care?
They don't care because they're like, well, we have all these mobile orders. That's money.
Yeah, like,
it's just all
okay,
money. So, you had to wait. Oh,
no.
fuck you. You have no other option. Fuck you. Bye.
Yeah, it is kind of rude. That is like really rude because I'd want to get the people in front of me out and be like, sorry, mobile's backed up for a second.
That's
You can wait 5
exactly what you
minutes.
say. The mobile people could wait. They're not even there. Like all these orders
Or just
were
sitting
just
on the-
lining up. There were like 20
Ew.
drinks at once. 20 drinks.
Half of them
waiting
are
for
gays.
pickup.
Like,
they were. They showed up. I was like, all the gays are here.
Brian.
All right. So what's your sundry, honey?
Okay, so as I was thinking about,
Oh no.
it's pretty bad.
Oh no. I just read that.
Yeah, it's well, I have 2 things. The one is not that big of a deal. The one is I just need to discuss something really quick. There was a story that I read about a fucking guy, a janitor who unplugged a 20-year-old refrigerator that was holding like cells that they were testing and like major fucking testing. And the janitor unplugged the refrigerator.
Just no.
My question is why do we have a janitor going there? Why is it so accessible for the janitor to go there? If you're talking about research for 20 years that could be damaged if it goes down 3 degrees, why are we not having major safeguards here? That's all I needed to say about that. I will play a story.
There's nothing to say about it. It's outrageous. It doesn't make sense.
absolutely
Like
ridiculous.
you can't even. Nope.
Okay. So now to the real thing. So when I was at the pool yesterday, I was thinking, and I've been having like a lot of emotional, like I was talking about crying and
Yeah, people vanishing, and would you even care?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I don't ever want to unalive myself. I will say that right here, right now. I'm so scared of death. It's not funny.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I might be like clinically depressed. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Whoa, girl, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just like more and more I think about it, I'm like I can't seem to
Have like a good moment, like,
yeah,
an era, a good era.
Yeah, I
You
have
need an
great
era.
moments. I have a good moment every day.
Like I've been having a good era for a couple years.
I just feel like I'm just like
You have good moments. We need to connect them all
right. I need to connect. I need to not let
to form a shield. Form a shield against the small moments.
because there's a lot of small things that then I told you about it. Like one little thing. And I
And
take
it's
it personal, and it's over. And this is why I also feel like I'm detached a lot with people because I don't want to get so emotionally involved that I get hurt.
I was half a virgin when I met him.
What was that again? Before you pushed 2 buttons at once and confused me.
I feel like sometimes I hold back on getting too close to people. Like I still get close to people, but like to where I'm just having a moment. Okay. I'm letting them, and they better let their way back. That's all I got to say.
Or I might, okay, yeah.
Or I might snap. And by snap, I mean, I won't, but like, I need to stop thinking so deep about everything. Like I do have a great life. Like, I don't know why. But I think I've come to the conclusion that I might just be like, not clinically depressed, but is there some people that just can't get out of depression?
Oh yeah. There's like dysthymic people who are just
Like
always low. And it's not like
I
treatable.
don't want to be low. I also been feeling very like
Keebity-jeebity?
no, just very sensitive to everything. Like you say one thing to me, I'm like, fuck you. Like I'm like very upset. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But yeah. So anyway, I'm depressed. So yay. I'm just
great.
Like,
remember the suicide hotline is 988. Always can call 988.
Yeah, 988. And if you don't want suicide and you just want to Send me your dick pics. That's fine too.
It might be a bright spot in your day.
Yeah, actually,
send nudes.
Send me some nudes because I'm feeling down.
Yeah.
And if you're blonde or redhead, send me nudes. Like,
legit. That would be so nice.
Oh my gosh. If there's one blonde, if you send me something, I will send you a shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's fun.
So now you have to pay for your dick pics. Okay. Well, that was a great episode.
Because that's not depressing.
Because you're 38. Okay. So 614-721-5336 is our voicemail line.
I put a close out positive.
Close out positive.
Oh, happy 4th of July. I guess.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You're going to be
should be coming. I already offered to pay for your seat, but you won't listen.
I know.
So then it would only be $200 for Michael to come. And you could say it's... What a cheap ass.
I don't know
He's
if we're like
a
really
literal doctor.
The problem is that I don't really know if, and I'm just being honest with you, if I wouldn't even be near that fucking place.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't either. That's why I'm not. Because the main shit is not Franklinton. This is new. The main shit is across the river over by Neil, where it ends.
Through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Where those kissing lips are. That's the main hell.
Kissing lips.
You know, like the two like silver statues that come out. Where
I didn't know they were kissing lips.
That's what they are. Yeah, they're lips.
Well, I thought they were
Look
pussy
at
lips.
Honey.
I thought they were scissoring.
I first thought they were fish, but when you look close, it's lips. Yeah, those are lips.
Oh.
Pussy lips.
Who made that? All right. Well, everybody have a great rest of your week.
Kitty cat purr. Okay, we'll see you next week. Happy 4th.
Bye.
Bye.